Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Josh here with another reaction channel, and today I'm going to be bringing you another episode of Death Note. For everybody who's been wondering where the videos have been lately, I messed up. We've been recording with a new webcam, and webcam I've never used in this way before, rather. And it was recording audio from the desktop and from other places that I didn't realize, because I thought I was only recording from where I was supposed to be. So it linked those audios together, and I was trying to figure out a way to unsync them or unhook them or salvage the videos to their parts, but there wasn't. And the episode audio was just playing too loud on top of my voice, or our voices for the couple's reactions. So they were just pretty much unusable. It would have just been our visual reactions, and I don't think that's appropriate. I didn't know if I should do re-react to stuff and just review it or whatnot, but we're just gonna move forward. I fix it from here. I'm gonna do a quick recap of the last episode, and then we're gonna move right on to episode 8 here. In episode 7, I remember we got introduced to L's handler, and he gave the police chief and a couple of the other guys some spy tech, some belts with like GPS trackers and some different stuff like that. Different names, different aliases for police badges as well. So they're kind of gearing up to go after Kira a little bit more intensely. But a big chunk of the episode, and the main focus of the episode, was Kira and Ray's wife, or fiance rather. And it wasn't a cat and mouse game because she didn't realize who he was the entire time, but there was just this intense tension throughout where he was trying to either get her to not go to the police station or figure out a way to kill her, because he tried to, but she had been giving out fake names to everybody. And I'm really upset that I can't use the reaction to the episode, because it was one of my favorite episodes so far of the show. Not from how it turns out, because the ending pretty much broke my heart that she didn't. I didn't think she was going to get there and be able to give the police more information, but I thought maybe she would leave and Light would keep her alive, keep her around longer to feed information to or get information from. And so I had hoped that she would survive the episode and maybe be a character for longer, because I was really enjoying her character. But nope, didn't work out that way, and it broke my heart. But yeah, that's pretty much where we left the episode. And so without further ado, we're going to be getting into episode 8 here. In 3, 2, 1, and play. And go. Gaze. Okay. I wonder if that refers to the view that Death Gods get. Wow. Ice cream? Nice. That was such a little weird gremlin dude. And they had CCTV, so I know Light was using a hat and everything, but I don't know.
やはり変ですね。そして何より封筒です。封筒？改札と本。
確かに。
That's when he picked up the earpiece from Kira.
消えてる。よく
Okay.
こんなのに気づきましたね、龍崎。もう4日もろくに寝ずにデスノートに犯罪者の名前を書き続けているぞ。
4 days.
なんでそんな何週間も先まで死のスケジュールを組む必
Oh,
要
he's
が
setting
あ
up
る
a
んだ。
schedule.
簡単に言えば僕が入院したりしたら
死神はそんな使い方しないから絶対とは言い切れないが、
Oh, interesting.
理屈から言って寿命より前なら大丈夫だろう。
I don't see it being a problem, but the fact that you guys brought it up makes me
わから
wonder.
ないよ。
Or is it just to show that Ryuk doesn't know what the hell he's talking about or
少
doing?
々お待ち。
この番号を向こうに教え その情報者にそこにかけ直すようにと伝えてもらってください。松田さん、携帯の電源入れていいですよ。いや、入れてください。
あ、はい。あ、
レイペンバーの婚約者、美空直美。どこかで聞いたのだな。
Oh.
彼女か。ロサンゼルス
It's
BB
her.
殺人事件。
Oh, he met her before. That's right. That's right.
あの事件。
The way he holds the phone. He looks more like a villain than light.
彼女も消息がわからないそうです。
フィアンセが死んだら誰だって落ち込む。まさか
自殺。
You guys have to be suspicious of everything.
真の強い優秀な
You can't-
FBI 捜査官です。
You can't just
む
dismiss
しろ
anything that could be a
キラを
potential
捕まえること
connection.
を考えるはず。彼女はペンバーと一緒にいたそうです。何かを掴んだのかもしれない。だとしたら
Wow.
キラに先を越されたのか。皆さん、これよりレイペンバーが日本で調べていたものだけに限って捜査します。捜査対象は2人の警察関係者とその周辺。
誰なんです、その二人というのは。
北村次長とその家族、そして八神局長とその家族です。
Oh.
切れ端を仕込んでおけば。
Yeah, for
しかし
emergencies.
手先も器用だな。女にモテるだろうな。すらいなかったんだ。1% でも可能性があるならとことん調べる。
Chief gets it.
局長、私も自分の家族を疑われていたのでは心外だ。いいでしょう、つけてください。
Chief gets it. He's pretty well written.
代わり家の
He's
隅
probably
々
gonna die.
忘れ。
ありがとうございます。そのつもりです。
局長、何を言ってるんですか。そうですよ。局長には奥
Oh
さんや
my
娘さん
god,
も
you
いるんです
guys.
よ。
You have no leads on this serial killer other than
やる
what
なら
L's
徹底
giving
的
you
にやらなけれ
guys.
ば意味のないことも。
You need to do this. Yes. Shut up. Jesus.
すいません。いや
You guys are horrible.
じゃあな、ライト。あ、また明日
I wonder if the chief is going to protect Light at some point in this show.
なんだ。今。
How long until you act suspicious? You know something.
私も意味なくやったことがあります。
Okay, L, you don't need to be giving people the benefit of the doubt at this point now.
報道されない極秘事項は絶対話はしない。それにな、ライト。おい、ライト、さっきから
Seems like
無視
he's
しやがって
suspicious of
怒るぞ。
something.
この服に盗聴器は仕込まれていない。
Oh, he wants to see if his clothes are bugged. And he doesn't want to
家に監視
talk
カ
to
メラの
somebody.
盗聴器。
待ってたじゃないか。
あの紙は僕が部屋に誰か入ったか確かめてると
Okay, he did have a backup to that.
実際はまずドアノブ。それ以上は上がらない。しかし僕はいつもドアを閉めた後、
You
わ
leave
ざ
it
と一
up.
番上まで上がった位置からまた5人
You...
つ
That's
まりドアを開けるとき、
a little paranoid because that could just
誰かが部
end
屋
up
に入っ
back
た可能性
on
が。
accident.
だからシャープペンの芯も仕掛けておいた。
シャーペンのシーン。
Third, holy
Sure,
crap,
it's
you're paranoid.
ドアを閉めた後、蝶つがいの上にドアを開けると折れる角度でシャープ。
You guys are
おいおい。
good, but not quite Otari. I'm guessing did it himself or had someone do it.
リンゴ？
You can't eat the apples.
監視カメラリンゴは見えないが、持っているときは宙に浮いて見えるな。
やっぱり死神は死なないから餓死もしない。つまりリンゴをあげなくても問題はない。
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Hey, well, let's not be crazy
リンゴってのは
here.
どんな症状が出るんだ？
体をむっちゃくちゃにひねったり、
Oh, I thought it was just a quirky character thing they were doing with him.
だろ。
It's actually
いいか、リュウ。
plot relevant at this
そう
point.
じゃなくても僕は死神はリンゴしか食べないと
Yeah, you
エレ
did.
にヒントを与えてある。リンゴを食べる資格くらいあるかもしれない。
Or you're just tricking him and doing your work for you.
じゃあ行くよ、
Yeah.
リュウク。
Because he can do it while
カ
invisible.
メラ探し。
Yeah.
これもまた面白い。
You're using an addict light. You should be ashamed. Oh.
お、いや、俺は カメラを探さないと。
I'm just a normal 17-year-old boy, yeah.
しているように見えるんです。
Check to see, yeah.
まさか龍崎、うちの息子を疑っているのか。
You know your son's a genius. You can't
だ
rule
から
him
タ
out.
クと次長の家に盗聴器とカメラをつけたんですから。
Wow, he directly suspects Light at this point
いや、
already.
こんな。
日本警察がここまでやるとは思えない。エルの差し
Gotta
金
be
か。
L's influence,
だ
yeah.
としたらどこまで絞られてい
He's
る。
that well, yeah.
最低でも
It's gotta be
レイベンバーが
pretty
調べていたもの
close.
のうちの誰かも。
Oh, those were the people Ray. Okay, I get it. Those are the people Ray was investigating. Was
こういう時は
their
僕だ
families.
けが疑われかん。各テレビ局に例のテロップを流すように指示してくれ。
Oh, what
わかりま
the
した
hell?
そう。僕は
何 ?1500 人だって。すごっ。
このリビングにもカメラはついているはず。このニュースが本当であろうとなかろうと。これを
You
見せて
can't
反応
react.
に
You have to react a little.
こんな発表をしたら意味がない。送り込むならこっそり入れ、こっそり操作させるべきだ。極秘で操作してた FBI でさえあんな目にあったのに。
Lie.
これじゃ聞いたの
But
バレバレじゃないのかな。
he is super smart, so he would figure this out. He's got to walk a fine
確か
line.
ですね、息子さん。
Yeah, he's very clever, but if he acted too stupid, it would be suspicious. Or didn't act, you know,
お兄
interested
ちゃ
at
んご
all.
飯の後にポテ
The bag in the back? Something
ラ
hidden
イ
in
ト
there?
カメラ全部探し出したぜ。
Oh, he's going through his
深夜も
wall.
頑張ると机するのはごめんだからな。
よし、頑張るぞ、勉強。
Hmm.
ものすごいカメラの数だ。つけ
A
た
hell
や
of
つは
a
見
lot.
つ
How
か
many
る
are
の
we
覚
talking?
悟でつけてるとしか思えない。全部で64個だ。
やっぱりエルだ。
64?
先生が死刑しつもりらしいな。普通の人間ならこれでボロを出すだろうが。そうはいかないよ、エル。そ
Are
こまで
you
だ。
gonna be complete? Oh no, you're gonna fight back. You're not gonna just let it go for a couple of days.
3週間先まで犯罪者は死んでいくようにデスノートには記してあるが、キラは死の時間を操れるということもエルには示している。
禁断症状が。
Oh,
やってやるよ、エル。
oh boy. Here we go again.
者を殺すことができる。右手で
Oh,
方程
hidden
式を
TV.
左手で
So he can still see new criminals drop. So he can see that Light hasn't seen anything with them on it at home.
夕
But
飯
new
の後
people
息子さん
are
は
so-
テレビもパソコンもつけず、
Wow.
これで
You are
僕
really
の
lucky
知り
no
合
one
い
else in your
なかった
family
犯罪
makes
者が
chips and goes for the
40
newest
秒
ones
心臓
first.
麻痺。僕のアリバイの目撃者はエル本人だ。
Yeah, but you can only use that potato chip trick once. So you
Yes.
better hope
More
that he
人頑張り。
catches on to it.
先ほど今日9時のニュースで初めて報道された横領容疑の銀行員が取り調べ中に、
But he figures
そ
L
し
is
て
so
ひ
thorough,
ったく
he'd
り犯が
notice.
留置場で2人とも心臓麻痺で亡くなりました。
キラだ。
とテレビを消し、その後は一切見ていない。息子さんは7時半過ぎから11時現
Is
在
it gonna
勉
be
強
a,
しま
it's
した。
so good of a
キ
deceit
ラは
that I'm
殺人
still
の
suspicious?
顔と名前が必要。
Or is this going to work?
そのニュースを見ていない。そしてカメラをつけて初日だというのに、八神家は面白いほどすんな
It
り
was
し
too good of a cover up. He makes him more suspicious. Good instincts.
でしょ。
はいはい。
They're gonna search the garbage, I'm sure.
今日
So how did he sneak it out?
しかし自分のためなら手段を選ばないというか。
That's an FBI agent. Oh, it's just crushed already. Never mind. I don't think we have an end credit scene. Nope, no end credit scene. Okay, so that was Death Note episode 8. The biggest thing was we had a direct investigation into Light by L. I'm very surprised by how quickly the show has moved. The pacing on it, because I know it's over 30 episodes. I think it's almost 40, something like 37, 38. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that that's the range of episode amounts. And we're on episode 8, and we already have Al having narrowed it down to Light and, between between a couple of the families and people Ray was investigating. I don't know what, 15 people, maybe a dozen people at most, that he's directly suspicious of or has direct interest in at this point. So like he's narrowed it down close to Light, and I can't believe how fast the show has done that. It's been at a very breakneck pace since L has been introduced, and he's just narrowed it down from the world to Japan, Japan to Tokyo. Are they in Tokyo? The city in Japan to the area to the people that Ray was investigating. And Light keeps thinking he's getting ahead, and he is, but he's so smart. It's almost like you have to be a little bit clumsy. If you're too good, it makes it too easy of a path to follow back if you're smart enough. Like Light is just too good that it's actually making it harder for him to hide. So like his plan, like example, his plan there at the end to kill people he couldn't possibly have known about. Because one of the things about Light that is a big flaw, other than the hubris and the slightly craziness and how he wants to go about achieving his dream of his perfect world or whatever, he's impatient. He's very impatient. Although, actually, you know what? Not entirely, because he didn't take the Death God eye and give up half of his life. He's not entirely impatient, but that's because he thinks he can do it on his own. But with something like this, for example, he should have and he knows that they want to get it over in a couple of days. If he wanted to be smart about it, he should have waited a few days to do the thing with the TV and the chips. Now, I know he needed to get the chips out of there because theoretically it could, get grabbed by a family member or something. But pulling it off like that's not going to work out because it was too obvious that the whole family was innocent. Nothing was going on. Akira just happened to go after the first two people that showed up on the news that day, no matter how small of criminals they were, and killed them immediately. It's like trying to show, I couldn't possibly be Kira. Light couldn't possibly be Kira. So I don't know. That was really good. I really enjoy this episode. These last couple episodes. I really enjoyed the show actually ever since the first episode. I didn't care for the first episode. It's a cool concept, and the show's got some good music, a couple interesting characters introduced in that first episode. But the first one just seemed very. It got you the atmosphere and made you kind of feel sick and upset about it. But it didn't give me anything interesting, really. You have the Death Note concept, and that's cool and all, but I couldn't, in my head, see a way to make that super compelling for 30 plus episodes. And I'm not saying I'm the smartest person ever or anything, like I'd be able to figure it out. But the show didn't do much to give me an idea of how it would keep going. Now, and that's a good reason to do the 3-episode rule, where if you watch a show, or if you're going to start watching a show, especially like an anime, give it 3 episodes. Give it 3 episodes to get introduced to a number of characters, plot points, see where the story's going to go. Because one episode doesn't always pull it off. And sometimes you need that context. Another example is Attack on Titan. The first episode is really cool to introduce you to the world and everything, but I feel like you definitely need at least the first 2 episodes. And Attack on Titan does this with part 1s and part 2s and stuff, of the way they lay out their episodes. But I feel like you really definitely needed that first 2 or 3 episodes where you could see spoilers for Attack on Titan's first couple episodes, where you can see Eren and Mikasa and them as younger kids, see the world, see the attack of the Titans, when they're young, breaking through the walls, and then you can get that time skip a little bit to where they're a little bit older and trying out for the military. And that gives you much better flavor of the show than just the first episode, because the first episode of Attack on Titan really just shows you the despair, shows you the world, shows you the Titans, but you don't get a feel for where the story is going to go. And I'm really interested in good storytelling. This show's animation is fine. It's okay. Nothing crazy to write home about. But, the story is what's compelling now. And the interplay between L and Light, and it's very character driven. And you don't get that fully from the first episode. You just see, this kid's a crazy serial killer wannabe who wants, thinks highly of himself and wants to rule the world or kill all kinds of criminals. And he just starts killing. And it's like, okay, how's he gonna run into trouble? He seems super smart. And then you get introduced to L, and it's like, oh, this is where we're going to go. We're going to have a back and forth of these guys chasing each other, trying to keep away. So much better. So anyway, I've rambled on a bit about starting shows and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, this episode was, again, very enjoyable. I really like the interplay. I really like all the unique ways that the show is making L not even just focus on Light, but, you know, Kira in general, trying to narrow down his focus on him and using everything that Kira is revealing, on purpose or on accident, to try to focus in on him. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Really loved the episode. I can't wait to watch the next one. Sorry about the stuff that's been happening with the videos lately. It's fixed. It's going to be fixed. We're going to work on it going forward. It's not going to be a problem. So thank you guys for joining me for yet another Death Note reaction. And we'll see you in the next one.